Hi there, welcome to the Mii Maker, the interactive YouTube show helping you to populate your plaza. Last week's mystery Mii was the King, the iconic mascot for Burger King, hinting at this week's theme for food mascots. As there was nothing really important happening, I thought it was best to go with a generic theme this week. We have 4 Mii ID cards to uncover, so let's not waste any more time and get started on the first one. Okay, let's start from scratch and we'll make a new male. We'll change the facial style to the second column on the first row, and with the makeup we'll also change it to the second column and the first row. With the hair we'll go to the first page and we'll select the one on the second column in the fourth row and change it to the fourth colour. The eyebrows we'll choose the fourth colour, we'll go to page 2 and choose the one in the first row and the first column. We're going to do something a bit odd here. We'll rotate them 4 times clockwise, move them in twice, and move them down 8 times. With the eyes, we'll go to page 3 and pick the dots, which are the eyes in the first column and fourth row, and we will make them smaller once, and then move them out twice. With the nose, we'll choose the triangular nose, which is in the third column of the second row, and we'll shrink it 4 times and move it down once. This is just to sort of hide it. The mouth we're going to choose is the one in the second column and the third row of page 1. What we're going to do is we're going to move it up 1, 2, 3 times. We'll expand it 3 times and bloat it once. Moving on to the facial features, we're going to add the mustache, which is in the first column of the second row. We're going to change the facial hair color to the fourth color, then expand it 3 times and move it up twice. Set the height to 60%, the weight to 40%, and leave the favourite colour as red. And here we have Mr. Pringle. Once you pop, you can't stop. Starting from scratch, we'll make another male, change the facial style to the one in the second column and the fourth row, and with facial features, we'll pick the one in the third column and fourth row. Moving on to the hair. The hairstyle we're going to select is on page 2, it's in the third column and the third row. We'll make it grey and reflect the fringe. With the eyebrows we're going to pick the one in the second column of the first row and also make them grey. Rotate them clockwise 3 times and shrink them twice, then move them down twice. With the eyes we're going to go to page 2 and select the eyes in the first column and the third row. Shrink them twice and move them downwards once. Now the nose we're going to choose is the one in the first column and the fourth row, and we'll move on to the mouth. The mouth we want is in the second column and second row of page 1. We'll expand it once and then move it down twice. Next we'll add the mustache in the second column in the first row and also make that grey. We will then expand it 1, 2, 3, 4 times and move it up once. We'll also add the beard, which is in the second column of the first row. Finally we'll add some glasses, the ones which are in the second column and the first row, and make them grey as well. Move them down twice and shrink them once. Make the height 60% and weight 100%, then change the favourite colour to white to finish Colonel Sanders, the mascot of KFC. Finger-lickingly good. The last Mii in today's episode is also a male. We'll give him the facial style in the second column and the fourth row. As for facial features, we'll give him the same as Colonel Sanders. The hairstyle we want is on page 2, it's the style in the first row of the third column, and change the colour to the fourth one. The eyebrows are where things get a bit weird here. We'll also change them to the fourth colour and change the style of the eyebrows to the ones in the second column and third row. And here we go. Okay, let's rotate them counterclockwise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, then move them in twice and down twice. We'll then expand them 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and then bloat them once to get rid of the gap in the middle. Now, the eyes we want are on page 2. They're in the second column of the first row, and we'll make them green. What we want to do with these is rotate them 4 times clockwise. Then let's move them up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. Move them out 1, 2, 3 times. Yes, this is looking kind of weird. Nose we'll pick is the triangular nose again in the third column of the second row, and what we're going to do with it is expand it 3 times and move it down twice. With the mouth we'll select the one in the second column and the third row. What we're going to do is expand it by 1, 2, 3, 4 times. We're going to move it up twice and squash it 1, 2 times. Facial features now. What we're going to do now is sort of start constructing the face because he's looking a bit weird. First of all, we'll add the beard in the second column, second row, and change the colour to the fourth colour again. Next, add a spot, expand it 1, 2 times, and move it up once. Then move it right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Next we'll add some sunglasses, the ones from the third column and third row, and we'll make them blue. Then shrink them 3 times and move them down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Final thing we're going to add is another mustache. The mustache you want is in the second row of the first column. And what we're going to do here is we're going to move it up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times, and then expand it 1, 2, 3, 4 times. We will set the height to 90% and the weight to 80%, and change the favourite colour to orange to finish off Tony the Tiger. And you know what he thinks about the Miis in today's episode? He says they're great! I would like to thank you all for watching this week's episode of the Mii Maker. Don't forget to import this week's mystery Mii to get a hint for next week's episode. I'm very sorry for the awful pun, but I'll see you all next week.
Hi, my name is JoshJepson, but you knew that already. To add the Miis from this or any episode to your Nintendo system, either scan the QR code of the Mii with the 3DS, or go to the Check Mii Out or Mii Contest channel on the Wii. Then go to the posting plaza. Click today's top Miis and then search. Select search type and enter the number below the QR code. Search and then import. The Mii will join you when you next open your Mii channel.